2023. Is the mic working, guys? I repeat, is the mic working? Let me know right now. Nah, just kidding. I know it's working. See you very soon. Now for the intro. What's up, everybody? Did you enjoy Coin yesterday? Did you enjoy the fanfare, the $100 billion fully diluted valuation going up, then going down? Unfortunately, it was as we feared. Coin was very hot and then not so hot. But that's the problem with these things. When everyone sees it, it's not so good. When nobody sees it, that's when you want to be hitting it. I know about the algorithm stuff. Everyone's talking about it. I will be asked that tonight. But I'll say this. It's not new, guys. These algorithms have been in the markets for quite some time. So, look, it's something that's there. I actually hope they partially ban them. And this actually becomes a moderated thing over the next few years. I actually think it's a big threat to the markets, as in like a total threat, but I've thought that since about 2015 when they were really taking over currency trading as well. It's crazy. Whoa. We've got somebody coming in here. Justin Stefan starting it off. Well, actually, Justin Stefan, you didn't start it off. I'll have to say a big thank you to somebody else, but he's joined the Diamond Hands community. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate it. Enjoy. Make sure to sync the Discord and, of course, your membership together. That will give you access to the special rooms. You'll get in there. Also, Second Million Trader, welcome to the Stonk Squad. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. I saw you actually subscribed just before we started. I do appreciate that. Nothing is forgotten. It is not forgotten. I do appreciate it. So, as a few of you were talking about, the sneaky Russell gave us the signal yesterday, and it seems to be coming good on its promise. We got above the key zone, the 223. I said 223. That's all I wanted. I like the price action underneath. Dave, verified news. Where are you? You happy? I'm assuming you were getting in on the long on this one. So we're up about 1%, 225. It looks like a pretty much all green, all good for today. The Russell standout because it's been the most boring one. So therefore, we started talking about it. That's what you do. US 100 Nasdaq coming back with a 0.6%. 13,924. Of course, the robot attack on it yesterday was something that people were concerned about. A little bit of robot attack, a little bit of movement down. Is that a crash? No. Is it a bit of a flash sell? Sure. But think about, now everyone seems to talk about the robot attacks. What about the flash crashes that were caused just a few months ago? Look, when you get flash crashes like this, do you guys not think these are giant algorithmic evil attacks on the market? Of course they are. That's what's happening. It's always, this is the threat to the markets. I really think it is. Do you guys think algorithms are a threat to the markets overall? Because when they get in, they're causing incredibly fast participation phases. I've never seen participation phases like that one we saw in Tesla yesterday go faster. I mean, we were $702 at one point. We break through 720, bang, all the way to 780. all the way, just like bang, 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 just crunches all the lines as all the algorithms and everyone else piles in. This is the fastest market I've ever seen in my life. And I mean that. I mean that a lot. Let's go to here. I think Coinbase will go to 400 today. So I do think there'll be some jumps on Coinbase. I noticed that old Kathy Wood got in on it. She was buying a little bit of it yesterday. We go over here to ARC Trades, refresh it through. You'll notice she sold some Tesla. I'm not sure if she had to sell that. Some guys were telling me that they don't have to sell Tesla anymore, but she sold a little portion yesterday. She bought Coin. You can see here the units that were bought, the fund weight. She bought that in ARKK. Do I think Coin is a good investment? I think if you're a founder, you're dancing all the way to the bank. But when you look at this chart and you think, okay, what happened yesterday? The valuation is the major thing, and it is going to go up and down. There is going to be, you can see here, 6.75%. In today's video that I made here on the channel, I said, I expect it to actually bounce. I expect it to kind of hover around that 100 billion valuation. And if Bitcoin can continue to go up, it will rise with it. However, does that mean that it's a good investment? I think it depends on your time horizon. And a lot of this is time horizon based. If you believe in the magical powers of rainbows and this chart here, then can Coin do better? Yes, because we haven't hit crazy previous bubbly euphoric peaks. Now, if you believe that that's where we are in the cycle and we're moving forward in it, of course, it's possible that Coin goes on and does something absolutely insane. But I'll tell you this, what about competition? What about when every other brokerage firm gets in there and gets in on this? Are they going to eat their lunch, for lack of a better term? Are they going to start the competition? Is Coinbase far enough ahead? What do you guys think? Is Coinbase far enough ahead? What about, you've got Binance, you've got Square with a little bit of trading stuff in there. You've got just every single other brokerage that could be coming for this. Do you guys think they're far enough ahead? This is what I think will happen this cycle. It might go up and get valued by Bitcoin's move, but if Bitcoin falters, Coin will falter. That's how I feel about it. And that is, of course, my opinion. You guys need to make your own decisions on it. 100 billion was the valuation I was looking for. It seemed to wanted to do that instantly. And it got up there and then it ran down. This is kind of like playing with fire, but less fire than some of the meme stocks. That's how I see it. We'll go through it throughout the session. We'll obviously see here 6.49%. It's not bad, but there could be others. Little Tesla, 1.5%. Yeah, algos are nothing compared to micro trading, says Will S. Coin is not a moat company. Correct, James? You've been watching this stream, or you just like talking about moat? Because yes, moat. You guys are smart. There's big brains. Let's get some big brains in the chat, guys. Very impressive. Everyone's talking about the moat. Exactly, the way you need to think about it. Alan says, yes, algorithms are bad with a bunch of robots. Taxi says, absolutely. Effin says, algorithms, increased noise, volatility, volume, false signals. What is not to hate? I agree with you, Effin. There's nothing good about them. Get rid of them. Get them out of here. Get them out. We don't want them in our market. Let's just go back to trading basic psychology, hey? My first exposure into crypto-related coins, says Glenn Ang. So that's obviously when you bought coin. Sure, that's fair enough. It's good, like, beginning, I guess, concept. Coinbase are best for day trades, says Vokang. Yes. Welcome to the 744 viewers out there. Thank you so much. Smash that like button, guys, if you want the stream to get bigger. It does help us out and certainly helps me to continue doing this. We've got some donations coming in here. Verified News, Dave, Russell up 25 futures. I have puts on TZA Bear Fund. TZA. What is this? I've never traded this in my life. The TZA Bear Fund. Puts on it, eh? 3x small cap. And what, you've bought puts on it? Or you've sold puts on it? I don't know what you've done here, Dave. But yeah, this looks kind of like it's been going down for a bit. Obviously, I assume you bought puts and you're looking at it to go this way, which is going down. Makes sense. And yeah, hopefully you get it below this and it keeps moving down. Obviously it'll be the inverse, but just extremely leveraged. So good luck on this one. I think, look, the IWM makes sense for it to be the next move. We've seen the other two indices make new all-time highs. We've seen them getting crazy. Now the Russell, the slower one, usually the one that comes after the others, is heating up, and it does make sense for it to continue on. So we'll go through it throughout the session. Thank you so much for getting the super chat started. But yeah, it's good. We've got a lot of big brains in the charts. I love the big brain. It's so good. I've got to add one for the members as well. A special big brain. We need to put that there. So frustrated holding Tesla, says Lewis. Why are you frustrated? You should be so happy, Lewis. Why are you frustrated about this chart, man? This chart is doing so good. Down here, it sucks. But up here, it's an improvement. Now, in terms of you're frustrated because it's not just going up every day, I understand. But, you can't have a day like this without a day like this. And I think a lot of it was proven in what's happened recently. We've had some big days followed by another big day. And this is still a big day followed by another big day. And then you get that sell-off. But you generally have been getting recoveries. And look, anything into the 720 was going to hopefully be met by support. And the good thing is now you're through the zone. If it does come down here, it should find buy momentum. And 780 was always our problem. 780 to 800 is our problem. What you've got to celebrate now as a Tesla fan is getting above 800. Because that's when you can be like this. You can be like, oh, so good, so good. Bring me the money. Bring me the money. Because then you expose the next level. You expose something like an 880. That's the next level that comes in just because it's the next level of participation. But I am telling you, I've never seen participation that fast. We said there was nothing here on the left-hand side, and we meant it, but damn, that was fast. It hit it during yesterday's stream, and it was just like, goodbye. We're over and done with. All right, so as we like to do before we get into the stock market indices and the rest of the market, let's cover off our cryptocurrency for the crypto traders out there. You guys have been very patient. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, a little bit of weakness here. Let's go to the 4-hour. So the 4-hour 20 continues to hold Bitcoin. But I tell you what, we said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. I don't want it to continue sitting on my 4-hour 20 for too long. Not on the community 4-hour. We knew this was the zone of support. We've been watching it like a hawk. We've got our closes above it. But I'm going to go into some smaller time frame here. So what do I want to see? What do we want to see here? We want to see strength. And I want to see a closure above here. So we'll go to the 2-hour. Then we'll scroll back to the 4-hour. Okay, so see how the closes still aren't there. So we'll take a 4-hour close above this. Then we'll go to the 8-hour. And again, look at the 8-hour. It tells us a slightly different story. And what is that story? Lots of rejections are occurring, but for some, it's like a little ladder down. So what we want to see is we want to see a break of this nasty little ladder down and a movement above and a close above here, because that will be our first green candle in what has been some rejections. 8-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, 2-hour time frame, and daily. They're the best for crypto trading, bar none. There is no better ones. Maybe weekly, but other than that, do not go on the smaller ones. You get burnt up alive on these charts. But yeah, I really like the fact that this is doing this. I just want that green. Give us some green so it shows us that Bitcoin is ready to make another move. It hit just below the 65. That was our first level. The second level is 70. Can we get there? It's all going to come down to these 4-hour, 8-hour levels, and I want it to get above this 63 kind of 200 zone. Once it gets above there and closes, significant level breached. Welcome to the 1,000 viewers. We've got one flat 1,000 right now. Thank you so much, guys. It really is very helpful to get those likes, so I do appreciate that. Ethereum here. Now, Ethereum's been a bit stronger. So Ethereum's up to almost 2,500. I expect it to have a breather here because this is a key zone. It's actually been outperforming Bitcoin or BTC recently, and it makes sense. It was very far behind. What do we want to do when we're looking at something that is outperforming or poorly performing? This was one of the best coils. Now, I got asked a question, hopefully you hear in the public Discord today that I didn't have time to answer, and it was, what the hell is coiling, Tom? What are you talking about, bro? Why do you keep saying coiling this, coiling that? I don't know what you mean. What coiling is basically you're looking for price to become compacted or effectively channel in a zone, in a wedge or a zone where it doesn't move very much. And if it continues to do so either above at a resistance or just before it hits a resistance or a support, it usually means explosive action. And explosive action is what we saw. We saw that ETH-BTC ratio start to rise, and this led to Ethereum most likely outperforming BTC over the next coming months. Why? Because look at where it was in February, look at where it is now, and you go out to the weekly and you really put this in perspective. Ethereum has sucked. It has sucked this time round compared to what it did back in 17. Look at the ETH-BTC ratio. Now, I know there's a lot of competition. You can't expect it to get up here, but it sucked. It's been horrible, and I'm very disappointed in Ethereum, and I'm very disappointed in the cost of transacting Ethereum. I hate that so much. I hate paying lots of money to transact the coin. It just annoys me. 0.0448 is kind of like the target, the initial one. And then if you get through that, look, Ethereum could reprice to 0.06. My initial target this year was 2,600 on Ethereum. That was when it was 1,400. I guess I have to update it because it looks like it needs to go much higher. I'm thinking like 3,000, maybe 3,500 now, maybe just before the end of the cycle. I'm thinking 3,500. I really am. Now, it's not exact, but that's the ratio I'm looking for near the end of the cycle. I'm looking for a 0.06 ratio, a literally crazy ratio. So this becomes the first target, 0.044. That's how I'm trading coins right now. Watch BTC and trade every other coin based on market capitalization size. That's all I'm doing. I don't care about anything else. I'm looking at the technicals, I'm looking for breakouts, and I trade it based on this. Because I'm not just going, oh, I think that every coin's going to hit $1.50 or $1.80 or anything. Ratio. That's how I'm looking at these moves. What do you guys think about that? You reckon it's good to do that one? Nasdaq 100, please, says Bora. We'll do Nasdaq 100. We'll do it. Don't worry. It's coming soon. Justin Stefan, super chat at $5. Thoughts on Tesla today? What are we looking for? I'll do that in just a few moments there, Justin. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for joining the community as well. Yeah, so that's the ratio on ETH-BTC I'm looking at. ADA hit the 147, got above it, went to like 155, whatever. Again, ADA US dollar tether, what you're looking for is it versus things like Ethereum and it versus things like BTC. Look at the ratios. Look, it hit the first resistance 147. I actually think ADA will reprice higher over time. The way I'm breaking it down is really just going into smaller time frames and trying to figure out whether we have, any particular strength or anything. We had amazing setups through this 133 and this 122 area, but since then I'm less interested in this. I do hold a little bit, but not very much, and that's because it hit that level. I'm now waiting for it to consolidate and get towards the next zone. DOT remains the same. I think it's actually on a bit of a breakout right now. It's kind of consolidated with a series of higher lows. We've got the closure up here. We've got that little bit of breakout on the 8 hour. Check out the daily. I feel like DOT, if the rest of the market recovers, DOT should be going towards the magical 50. Remember, we had the magical 50 as our initial target last time, and I feel like DOT can still do it. The magical 50 is there. It just needs to continue to hold this level, and I want to see some more strength. Once it gets bust past 44.60, that giant long leg doji on the daily will be taken out, and it will destroy this top. Don't worry, I hate this top. Don't worry about that top. Once it gets here, it should hopefully go here, and it's all got to do with the higher lows, with the type of trade it's doing, with where it stopped the first time after that explosive growth. Polkadot looks pretty nice as well. And Link, good work, guys. We did it. Link got to 40. Did it go higher? Sure. Don't worry about that. It got to 40. Nice. I like it a lot. Now I don't like it. I don't care about Link anymore. But it got to 40. Fantastic. This is a good coin. We know it's got actually some strong competitors coming up and around, but this one hit it. XRP, guys, I don't know why you'd still be in this thing. It almost repriced to 2. This was wild. Like the way this was moving, it was so aggressive, and it got to $1. I thought that was pretty good. Got to $1.10, continued up. I saw there was a lot of momentum there, a lot of hype, but then it got close to the 2. It went 196. And I was talking to someone about this, and I said, oh, what do you think about it? And I said, oh, I bet you it goes to like a round and then stops just before that. It's the same story as always. It trades like Dogecoin. It's madness. And this long leg doji, if it breaks under here, be very concerned. Okay, very concerned under the 154. If it hovers around here, or good news comes out about the SEC stuff, hey, it could be a lot better. So yeah, look, I like it. I like what's happening in the coin market. I think it's pretty strong across the board. Hopefully we continue to see strength from BTC there on the 4-hour, and we'll go from there. Let's get into these super chats. I'm so far behind. Let's see what you guys are saying. Michael Davis says, something me, go Link. That's right, Link did it. Shane Ruddle says, been here 17 years, so past all that. What are you past, Shane? What are we past? Good evening from Thailand. Good evening, sir. Good morning from the USA, says Stanley. Good morning, Stanley. Bitcoin is the reserve currency of blockchain. Pretty much. It's like the gold. We talked about it a lot. I want to know what this is. What is this simple thing that you've been talking about here? Move $50 ETH to the kid as pocket money and paid the same in fees. What the actual... Exactly, Michael. These coins... If you were to tell me 10 years ago, hey, all these Bitcoin and crypto and everything like that, they're currencies, but guess what? They're going to be worth $60,000 plus, and you're going to pay $50 for a transaction to move it over. No, come on, guys. That would be wild, but it is where we're at. Justin Stefan, $5 on the Tesla. We'll move over from the coins now. We'll do some more soon. If you super chat them, we'll of course check them out. Let's check out Tesla again. So thoughts on Tesla? It's really tough in the middle of the zone. So the participation to 780, sure, that was good. Yesterday, it looks like there was a bit of the algo trade, a little bit of funny business going on. That means that you are going to see the recovery. We've got 1.58% up here in the pre-market. We scroll over here onto the right-hand side, and you'll notice that it didn't quite get down to 720. I'm torn because I feel like if it was going to bounce, it should have found some little miniature support right around here. Oh, what is that line? I hate that line. I'm going to take that off. So it should have found support around this 740. That would have been ideal. Maybe it'll open, it's going to open above 740. So that was the zone that I thought if it bounces down, it's probably going to find some buying pressure there. Possibly the little algo trade shook it a little. People were taking it out. People were scared. Retailers were scared. I don't know what happened there. So 720 or 740, I would like it to hold both those levels. Let's go down and dial in a little bit more. 1 hour. 1 hour 20 means nothing to me. Yeah, see that 740? See how it hold the first time? Or it held? Right there. Little engulf. That actually, I could see some people trading off. And I don't think it was a bad decision. I just think you got stuffed over. Because what you probably didn't consider was the movement up was so fierce that there's going to be, once you fear a retail kind of investment, people are going to start selling it. So for Tesla today, look, 780 will remain the strength kind of resistance. It looks good. I believe there's going to be strength in it. But if there's weakness, 720 should pick it up. And I'll be watching it very closely around the 740, seeing how it interacts with that zone. Let's say there was like a little pullback initially, and then a little smaller 5-minute, 15-minute lightning bolt or something. That to me would be signaling, okay, we've got the strength in this and we can move forward. It's a very tough one. I wouldn't like that chart today. That would not be on my hit list. I would be like, nah, don't care. If I'm in it, I'm in it and I'm holding. If I didn't get out at 780, if I'm not in it, yeah, it's a tough one to actually go, oh, this is a statistically good area. Thank you very much, Justin, but that's the way I kind of see it. Verified news, Dave, $5. Leverage funds rebalance daily direction funds, so they're always buying up instead of averaging down. The short side is better because of that. Okay, not quite sure on that one, Dave. So you're saying, well, obviously they're always buying, yes, and they've got to rebalance. Oh, you're saying, okay, yeah, I get you. So they're stuffing over their own price. That makes a lot of sense. Yep, you're right. And they do. They degrade their own price. So you're right there, Dave. Yep. And that's why you'll see huge degradation in those types of funds. Yeah, cool way of looking at it. I like that. Took me a few seconds just to read what you're saying. Tech Health, Super Chat $2. Hi, Tom. Can you please do TA on nal.asa? Nal.asa. Whoa, what is this thing? Producer manufacturing industrial machinery. $36 billion, so it's not a small one. Maybe I should know what it is. 1 week. Beautiful support, man. Let's have a look here. I like the closure. So the closure was where it because remember the close is the key. So the close versus all these wicks, I'm going to draw it into the close one. Yep, it's bounced there. Let's go down to the daily. Okay. Little double bottom here in the smaller time frames. Little bit of minute. Ooh, it's got the little coil. Stuck between the 20 and the 50. 20 moving average bounce, 50 moving average, 50 moving average, 50 moving average. Look for a close either side, and that will expose the next level. So closure either side. Close above, 27. Close below, unfortunately, most likely 22. So at this stage, things are looking pretty good though. I like it. I like what you're looking at there. 30 is your true level. So 30 is right on the zone. $30.16 previous supports. Equal resistance. I don't care about that one. I think that's just a wick off. Let's have a look at the weekly. Yes, I'm still going with the 30. So not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I would just be all on this daily, checking out the closes here, exposing the 27, and then if it closes above the 27, you know that's going to create participation phase into 30.16. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate that. We've got another donation coming in here from Stefan Figuera, $1.99. Tom, my man, will you appear at uni? So uni will be the crypto. Let's have a look at the crypto here. Good crypto. Nice breakout yesterday, which you guys were talking about. Well, actually, it was a few days ago. 12th, it broke out. Yeah, look, it's doing everything you want it to. You've got previous close, resistance, becoming support, 2 buy-off zones with wicks, new high. I don't think the high mattered. It just meant to get above that little wick there is all you wanted. So look, it should reprice now. How does uni look versus BTC? The thing with this coin is it's always such a beast. Okay, so it once did go to 0.0, whatever that is, 8. Watch that. But unfortunately with uni, because it's such a strong coin, such a new coin, you don't have much old history of where it should be trading to. I feel like it stopped at 30 in terms of body closes. So you will need, but it bounced off probably 40, which isn't much dollars. Look at the ratio, be careful at 40 and follow this trend line. There's a trend line that goes through this one that goes all the way up. Continue to have that on your charts. Good luck on it. It's a good coin. It's got a picture of a unicorn. You know that means it's strong. Mr. Gannon Luke has become a member. Thank you so much, Mr. Gannon Luke. Let me scroll up here. What did you join? Where are you? Why have you not? You haven't come up on my thing. There we go. Joining the Stonk Squad. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Enjoy the emoticons and welcome to the community. Really do appreciate that. We've got Artie Party coming in with a sticker, bit of a dancing sticker it looks like here, and the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Artie Party. $3. Appreciate it. Thank you again. Then we've got Texas Crypto, $10, guys. If you had 1 million VeChain, what would be your exit strategy? And do you think it'll hit $1 this year? Is that a theoretical? VeChain, VET USD, 1 million. Really? Cool, man. Well, you got a decent amount of coin, don't you? Look, the way you've got to look at this is you have to come up with your own strategy. You know I can't do that. But the way I always conceptualize things myself is what do I need it for, and do I want to hold it over the longer term, and would I be unhappy if I sold some at portions? So let's say your aim was 0.2. Let's just say your aim was 0.2 for a portion of it. I always look at it the way is if you scale out of something and you use the rule of thirds, which a lot of big investors do use the rule of thirds. They just do it, and that's the way they kind of scale out of positions. They'll sell a third at a price, they'll sell another third at a price, and they'll often just long hold a price. And then you don't feel bad either way because you've gotten some profit. If it goes off a cliff, well, at least you did better than selling it all. You can always, because otherwise you say, oh, I should have sold it all, or I should have done this, I should have done that. You kind of want to eliminate that because it's bad for your psychology. And I'm sure you're watching this like a hawk if, let's say, theoretically, you had this much in here. So a third. You want to pick key psychological zones or key, again, synergies with Bitcoin, synergies with other. Now, because this VeChain is so insane and where it's come from recently, you're not going to be able to use ratios very easily on it. So you know this is most likely hyper extended away. You also know that you have the rainbow cycle. So if you believe in the rainbow cycle, possibly that's something, or any of these crypto halving cycles, possibly that's something you can conceptualize there. But yeah, the rule of thirds is usually one of the ways that I personally would scale out of things because, third, I never feel bad. I never sell it all if I don't want to. And if I make the decision to sell it all, possibly I usually invest it instantaneously into something else. And then I don't feel bad anyway. That's the way I don't usually sit in a huge portioning of cash. That's the kind of thing that it just depends what you want to do with it. Have a plan. Yes, it's good. But yeah, that would be something. Good luck, sir. Texas Crypto. You have crypto in the name, so maybe you're just a boss. Thank you. $10. Michael super chatted 1,000 yen. That's like $10 US. Thank you so much. Hey, Tom, can you take a look at CRISPR and Baba? Well, luckily, CRISPR is on my mind today. CRISPR was a stock that we've been requested a few times. It was requested in the private community. It's requested in the public community, so I'm more than happy to do it. Yesterday was a bit of a disappointing close because it looked so lightning boltish. Trough, peak, higher trough, higher peak. Things were starting to look really, really good here for CRISPR. I was very, very happy. And then all of a sudden it does this due to the robot scandal and things get worse. Look, today I'm looking for a closure. I probably actually want it above here now. So I probably want it above 126. And there's a few reasons why. I think it needs to, I'd preferably have it above 129, but at least 126. Pre-market's up 1.94%. This is, of course, famous kind of stock because Cathie Wood has it. It's in biotechnology. It's done incredibly well for a long time. But it's really all about the 133. Like, if you want to think about when the base formation is over and you've got that really strong base, why did it find base there? Of course, previous resistance here, acting as support, standard price action mythology. But when it gets through here, oh man, that 133, 134 zone, when it gets through there, you can see the upside. I mean, your first stop is like here, 150. So you've already got a massive percentage. But then after that, you've got the opportunity to go near those highs. I mean, as a percentage, how much is that from current price? This is why people are probably salivating on it. It's almost a one bagger, a 1x. 78% from current price. So CRISPR looks okay on the charts. I would like it to clear these levels. I think you could almost say if it cleared the high here with a close, that it's going to completely destroy this resistance just because of the price action coming into it. But yeah, I just want close. Get me a close that signifies it's ready to go. 125.50 is very close to actually doing that if it closes. Close is the key. CRISPR is worth watching. And on the charts, thank you so much for donating there. And Baba. Old Baba. Right on the level. So they got fined. People saw that as a positive. Some people don't understand why. It's because they've been given the green light. You can do business again in the country they're in. And it's all good. It's all good. All green, all good. The green light has been given. So we get above 240. We close above that. We find some sell pressure. This is the resistance. It's acting as current support. We've got the 50 exponential on the daily, the blue line here. Everything kind of makes sense for it to be finding strength of this zone. The good thing again with Baba is you don't really stop again till around this 255-ish area. And then after that, you've got your 270. So you do have some upside. Percentage-wise, upside is 6 and then 12. And then, of course, the rest of it. So if you've been looking at this stock and you really love it and you like its fundamentals or whatever, technically speaking, it is on support. Technical, of course, levels would count, and I think the story is starting to make more sense. JD, I haven't actually looked at JD. Let's check that out. JD.com continues to fail, and that's because all of a sudden the market was like, haha, no competition, or Baba was under fire, and now it's like, oh, wait, Baba's allowed to do trade again. We might reprice. But this is a company that I'm also interested in. I just want to see this horrible downtrend not continue, because if it gets under this support, guys, look at it. Look at this. Imagine if it gets under here. It's going to be a bloodbath. So we'll keep watching this one on the stream for a little while, and we'll see how it interacts with this zone, because there is opportunity here, but I don't know where it's going to stop. I mean, it could go really low, or it could bounce off this area. We do not know right now. It's up 0.4% in the pre-market, but it's just not enough. Can you take a look at copper, says Mr. Gannon Luke. Yeah, we can look at Dr. Copper. Let's have a look at copper quickly. Copper continues its strength. You only really look at copper during these times, and that's because we went into obviously a crash, a pandemic, and that forced copper down. Now, copper usually is a great indicator of financial health, so out of recessions. So if copper is strengthening, and just top tip, if you type in COPPER, press enter in TradingView and it will come up. If you actually try to find this ticker, I can never find it. So that's a good way of getting it. Copper looks really bullish. You can see here the close above these points. This is actually pointing to the market and all materials actually increasing. Check this out, right on the resistance. Look at it. Damn, it's so close to getting just that perfect amount. Imagine if daily closes above here. This is a signal that, again, it's all good in the market if it closes above here, because copper recovery usually means demand is there. If demand is there, what's happening? Government expenditure is going on, and it's similar to the cycle out of the global financial crisis. We saw incredible strength coming out of the global financial crisis in materials, silver, copper, iron ore, take your pick. Every one of those things was just booming. It's the same this time around, and I've said it a few times on sectors. I believe materials will have a second boom coming into the end of the year, and then it's over. It doesn't take long for these things. They have super cycles. When you understand the super cycle, copper sucks to invest in most of the time. Check this out. Look at the monthly. Would you like to be in copper during 2012 to 2020? The answer is no. It's crap. We put lines through it. That terrible, terrible investment. So it's all about timing when it comes to these. We have to get our timing correct. Thank you very much for the donation. Good luck. Eka Aurora, Singapore, $2. Thoughts on Snow? Have vertical call spread on it. So Snow failed to close above yesterday. Snow looks horrible on a monthly chart, but it was looking a lot better on the daily yesterday. I assume it's up in the pre-market now. So this is another story of close is so important, or you scale a portion in. Basically, we talked about it yesterday. 240 was the level we were looking for a closure above. We didn't get it. It rejected off this zone during the algorithm run, during all of that nastiness. And we moved to a point where I guess it's pulled back to this little trend line here. We go to the 4 hour. Higher low equal. I would think this is looking okay still. We've got a pre-232. Watch how it gets to the 240. But I think if it gets to the 240 again, it should hopefully break through. It does not want to break this little double trend, this trend line here. We do not want it under there under any circumstances. That would be very bad for this pair. But I think it can find strength. It just needs a good day today. It's probably going to have... I mean, if the market holds where it is, I mean, the Nasdaq's 0.8% up right now. You would think Snow might have a little bit more in it today. Like 1.45% up pre-market. Considering the belting at top yesterday, I mean, it went down from top to bottom 6%. Should have more strength in it, you would think. Yeah, 240, 240, 240. That's my alert. That's what I'm looking at currently here in the markets. Good luck with that. Let's go now to the community. What's everybody saying? The lines of pain. That's right. GME, Rob Schwartz with diamond hands. So, Rob, are you excited about GME? What's GME doing? I know yesterday it hit our levels. Remember, I haven't changed anything here. We got another one right, guys. You know that these... I haven't looked at it. You know we've been leaving these lines on the chart for some time. So you'll see the intersection there. Look at the 173. Maybe some people here were trading off it. Check it out. 173 sells off to 156. So look, great recovery there in GME. Sold off that level. You know it needs to close above 173 at all points. Otherwise, it can't get above, and nothing changes. These are all the same levels and the same zones that we've had before. And guess what? I'm going to stick to it. I'm not changing them. Why do we need to? It's going to do the exact same things. Truly Messiah says, Tom, gold going to break 1760 today. It's only 1746 right now. It needs more. Dollar index is continuing to weaken generally, but it's 91.65. We'll watch it soon. We'll go over there very, very soon. Nick Cavavas, super chat at $5. MSB and FLMN. They are similar companies I own as dividend investments. However, I have some explosives action lately, thinking about some calls, or maybe they've been explosive. So, Masabi Trust. I assume you're not talking about the Australian Mesoblast company. What is this? A steel company. Is this the... This couldn't be the one. Really? I feel like this is not the one that you're trading. But it's probably not this either, because it's not a good stock. I hate this. This company sucks. This one is a suck. It always does the same thing and disappoints me. All right, we'll go with its Masabi Trust. I don't know any better. Look, yes, the strong breakout here was good. It's so explosive out of the previous highs from 18 with the steel. Maybe it pulls back a little bit and then continues its strength up. It's a steel company, so the way it's going to trade is similar to all the other cycles. If there's a lot of rebuilds, there's a lot of demand on building stuff, then it should find further strength. I see no reason that MSB wouldn't be able to do well through that. But I think this could look like a little bit of a pullback to 32 before it continues on. We'll do the other one for you. FLMN, Falcon Minerals Corp. This is much better coiling here, at least a bit better technical. Got nice coiling. You do have your series of lower highs coming through. So that's the way I draw it. And you'll go into the 2 hour And you'll notice that it's starting to test up here. And notice also it didn't quite get down to the support last time. That's actually showing you a small amount of bullish intention in this chart. Look for a close above here. That will then signal bullish strength. Of course, then you've got to take out these lines, but realistically, that's the close you're looking for. Something like that, $5. It's a much better chart. So I quite like this pattern that's occurring here. This company is 211 million. I'm surprised you're saying that they are dividend investments. Who knows? Thank you for the $5. Stefan Figuera super chatted $4.99. Tom, what's your favorite In Excess album, and do you think they'd be better with a New Zealand accent? In Excess album. Man, I don't know the album names. Let me, I'll get copyright struck. I'll tell you in the Discord. I don't know them off my head. I really don't. I used to listen to them, but I don't know any of the songs off my head. In Excess, not my favorite band. Not bad. And if they sang in a New Zealand accent, nah. We won't go with that. We'll go with the way they are. Good band, though. If anyone hasn't checked them out, In Excess has got some good songs. Victor Mara super chatted CZK $49. ELY in last week since your neighbor is killing it. You remember the Callaway Golf. It started moving up too. Very cool. Yes. As we suspected, sir. Nice movement. Yeah, so I told a story the other day on the stream about my neighbor being crazy, man, and he's selling like golf clubs to people. And I thought, dude, that's not going to work out, man. How are you buying and selling secondhand golf clubs? He's killing it. He's absolutely destroying it right now. Like $10,000+ profit a month. It's not bad. 10 grand, 20 grand 1 month, because people want to get outside. They're playing golf. This is Callaway, the golf company. Look. It's going. That is just literally what's happening here in Australia. Now, I can't speak for the US where you need to do it, but I'm feeling that people want to play golf. Golf is out there in the room. Is the golf courses nuts right now? Are people going crazy? Have you considered buying golf clubs recently? Tell us right now. Tell us right now. What are my thoughts on Coinbase? John Smith asks. Look, the thoughts on Coinbase really haven't changed. Basically, it's the same as I said yesterday. If you think about it, look, will there be some initial volatility, some initial opportunity? Sure. Will it go up with BTC? I believe so. If you believe in the halving cycle and you think BTC is going higher, then Coinbase could be an opportunity. Is it something that I would invest long-term in? No, because it's going to suffer heavily when the market goes down. Now, someone fought me on this today and they said, Tom, you're stupid. Because guess what? When the market goes down in crypto, they still make money off the transactions. I said, yeah, but the problem with that is going to be, and you can look at any brokerage firm during the GFC, during the last pandemic, most brokerages firms actually were suffering through that trading session. Now, why is that? Because there is a huge amount of volume that comes in, but if it's a sustained drop, that is going to be a big problem. Look how many people were sleeping on crypto. It was boring. It was over. It was a tulip. It was going to explode. No one cares about it. After 17, the speed at which no one gave a crap about the market was very, very fast. Very fast. Chris Kelly says, last summer, the golf courses were crazy. Well, wait for this summer. I think it's going to be even more nuts. Courtney says, In Excess, lol, boomers. That's a bit mean there, Courtney. Album kick was awesome, says RF Tack. He's too young for In Excess. I am a bit young, technically, for In Excess. That is correct. But that doesn't mean I didn't listen to it. I did. I just don't have any particular favorite. Tequila Boost just has Gorillas and GME. Holding to see if DFE calls break through Tom's line. I opened some calls, did he? Yeah, that will possibly get them through there. But they'll have to get through the line. That's the thing. Get through the line. GME rose on big volume. Yes, that was pretty big volume before. Safe Moon, it's not safe. Courses are so busy. TTD, I understand. Golf is on fire since the Masters. Guys, I was watching golf videos the other day. I was watching like Tiger Woods' son or something playing with him. I don't know what was going on. Still no liquidity in the S&P 500. Yeah, look, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But just remember, volume will always decrease when the market's going up. Welcome to the 1,490 viewers coming in here. Let's see how many likes we're at. Guys, did you get me there? Are we there yet? I'm not sure. Do I even have the stream open? Let me just quickly check. I'm trying to click it. What is going on? Go live. There we go. Okay. We're getting there. 383 likes, guys. Come on, get us to 500. I need hype. Let's get to 500 likes. We are 40 minutes away from the market open. Not long now. Coinbase will open. Currently 6.42%. Let's do our scan of the markets. Find out what's happening for the session. We'll load it up right now and bring it on the screen. I haven't looked. As is usual, I don't look. I like to see it with you guys. Let's click it. AMC, 5.45%. Starting to get back to that 10. The 10 level, 986. Tilray up 2.3%. Oh, praise. Tilray coming back here, 1780. Some people I know in the room unfortunately got stuck in that one. Evil Sundial up 1.51%. Still trading around that 90, now 91. And if we scroll the other side, GameStop down 1.24%. Not that bad. And the rest. Now let's go over to the big companies, the big caps. So Coinbase Global Inc. Look at it. It's up there. 6.6%, the best one for the day. CrowdStrike, 2.97%. Zillow Group, 2.67%. Nvidia, 2.39%. Nice recovery there as well on that one. Square, come on Square, get back up. 2.14%. Teladoc Health, 2.06%. Very nice. 191.98. It's actually a new high on that one. 192 is a good level if it can open there. Twilio, 1.88. Splunk, Roku, PayPal, whatever else it is. Snowflake getting up 1.63. It needs a lot of room. The bad ones, Moderna, Baidu. Baidu's just get crushed every day. And the rest. All right, looks like we got there. Thank you so much. 510 likes. Let's get into it, guys. I'm just going to load the intro. Let's get it ready to rumble. Intro ready. Switching screens. Here we are. Remember, send those memes in for this. If you want to be featured in the intro, send the memes in the public Discord. Join it. Click the link above or the link in the description. Come into the public Discord and get involved. Cheers, guys. Feeling better already. Risk warning, of course. Remember, it's very important you guys do your own analysis on your screens and get to understand this. The idea of this stream, the idea of what we do in the community is to try to give you guys some empowerment into what I spent way too much time trying to figure out. And I've done it through making money, losing money, blowing money on stupid wheat futures, selling cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin at $10 or $15 or whatever it was. You know, I'm dumb sometimes. Don't worry about that. I made all the mistakes. I mean, selling Bitcoin is probably the worst one. When you sell it for 15 bucks, you are a glorified moron, but that's okay. What's the name of the track? Jim Sum says, I love it. It is Racy, RACCY, Into the Money, appropriately named. You must, if you use it on YouTube, just remember you got to pay for it, guys. Got to give those sweet royalties to the people, the artists out there that are making stuff. All right, let's go over to some more ones here. Victor Mara was talking about ELY. I kind of forgot about the technical and just went crazy about golf. So look, yes, it is looking better. I'm not sure if there's actually this that I need to be concerned for you here, but look, great breakout, man. That's the breakout candle that occurred there, 28. It's continued up. It's up 0.24. Look, it's not going to be an insane thing. Thank you to the mods for deleting that spam. It's not going to be like a crazy earner like some of the other stocks we're talking about, hyper stonks, etc. But you do have some technicals that I would be putting in. I would have that line. I do like the breakout. I do think it goes towards this $30 kind of level now that it's got this. And I think the proposition is strong. Do your Google searches. Search golf. Search golf course near me. Search whatever the hell else you want to do on Google. Do the social work. The social arb is how you get in front of the nasty algorithms, because Wall Street have cottoned on to many things out there. But if you're looking at investing, try the social arb. It seems to work quite well. Mike H, super chat of $4.99. Is Coinbase going to slow Mara's growth? Not holding bags personally, but a guy I know is. All right, Mike H. Let's have a look at Mara for you. Is it going to slow? Oh, it got crushed yesterday. Nasty, nasty. Is it going to slow its growth? It's a question I'm not actually sure I can answer. I think that because you've got more coin plays in the market, sure, that can get rid of hype out of the certain things. I think a lot of people, they don't know how to access cryptocurrency still, and they just go, oh, if it's on the stock exchange, I'll buy it with my money that I have in my stocking account. That seems to be a lot of what people were doing here, because some of these things were trading well over what they should have been. And I think that's like the premium of being lazy and not understanding the markets, not wanting to deal with the tax problems, etc., etc., etc. Look, it may affect Mara. The good news is Mara is on support, so it has come back to this level. I would like to see a bounce here today. You're seeing 44.05 now for people that are a bit risky. That's why it's bouncing as well, because it's not about it's not actually about Bitcoin, this one. It's just bouncing straight off this last range. Look, you need to see strength in it, and you need it now. I'd love to see a lightning bolt off this level on a 4-hour or 2-hour or better. Anything really, just even rejections off this low, followed by like little bullish hammers, that kind of thing. Anything here must hold this level. Otherwise, unfortunately, you could go down to the 30, and that would be quite bad. Let me have a look at Riot as well. So Riot got crushed as well a little bit. Yes. Not good. I guess it will. It'll bring them more in line with their fairer values. Yes. So in answer to your question, it will hurt them, is how I'm thinking about it now. Courtney says, go Tom. Thank you so much there, Courtney. Appreciate that. Michael super chatted 500 yen. Tom, can you have a quick squiz at GE? We can. We haven't done GE in a while. Do I want to click it? General Electric. Okay. You've shown me a chart that is less than bad, and I thought it was going to be really bad. General Electric has done a pretty nice closure above. Now, this was a multi-year nasty 18 into the 20, into the 21 with some terribleness coming through it. Now, if you go down to the 4-hour and we scroll back across, this is actually a closure that happened yesterday, signifying a breakout. So yes, you're right. Technically, it is a breakout. Resistance, closure, closure above. Little test, bullish pressure. So it's in the right zone to move back up to the 1450. I'm not sure if you like this stock that much, but after such a massive break through those series of previous peaks, the one that happened before the crash, and the one that happened in 18, you'd have to think the worst is over possibly for this stock and it wants to continue moving up. I'm not sure on the fundamentals on GE. I haven't looked at it. It doesn't interest me at all. However, yes, you're correct. This is literally hitting a point where I think it's on breakout and it should continue at least up to the 1440-ish from a technical perspective, maybe even more. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate that. Nerdland1 says, think Coinbase will take over a bank plus a stockbroker in the future, and then it can offer all the financial products. It makes sense. I think that would be a strong play by them. I think the one problem they've got there is their name good for those types of products. So I think digital wallets is the concept here. And I think Kathy Wood's big on this. I agree. You guys know I love the SQ. The SQ is good. Maybe we'll take a look at that soon. So this is from, who said that? Nerdland1. So yes, digital wallets. The future is here. And I can tell you, if I was able, actually, let's do a poll of the community. Guys, would you leave your bank if, let's say, Square, Coinbase, I don't know, some other company offered you the ability to bank with them, to trade in their digital wallet, to have crypto, to have fiat, to have the ability to trade all in one place? Would you leave your current bank? Yes or no? Let me know right now. I'm very interested. One problem is the SEC. That's right, but Square has its banking license. Glorious banking license. They got it. Now, they haven't got it lost it, I don't think. Opal says yes, yes, yes. Jody says yes. Theo says yes. Mountain Fortress says no. Fair enough. Most people saying yes. No to arbitrage. I already have left, says Lane. Kingston says hell no. Nope. I like having access instantly to cash. Well, no, you're not losing your cash there, Ashley. I think you would have access. You would have your credit card. You would have your ability to get instant access to it, but you wouldn't necessarily have the physical store, if that's what you're talking about. Buy bank. Bank sucks, says Harry. Harry. We knew you would say that. So Harry Chu, the resident Tesla bully, says banks suck, but he says stuck instead. Do you also do pancake? Pancake? What is this madness? CYN? What the hell? That doesn't look like pancake. Let me look here. Not sure what you're talking about there. Yes, in a heartbeat. Yes. CYN. Give our community a shout. Arson Kodra. Okay, I'll say CYN, but I'm not sure. I know Pancake the coin. Is it the Cake USD? This actually had a very cool setup on it the other day. The old Pancake. Nice breakout up here. Strong play. A few people were talking about this one. I liked it a lot. So it broke out and it just went boom. Got above, look how it stops. Before the 20, sold off, broke above the 20, and went nuts up to like the 28 level. So it was a very, very good little trade there. It's on Pancake Swap, launched yesterday. Okay, cool. I'm not sure what it is, so I can't speak on it, but very cool. All right, I think I'm ahead here. Mark Tide just super chatted $4.99. Hello and good morning. Good morning, Mark. Can you please take a look at XTZ when you have time? And I say yes. Okay, so XTZ on, we don't use the Kraken. Can we get it on anything else? We'll use the Coinbase data. XTZ. There's a crypto coin, recent breakout from the previous peaks. The closure. See how closure versus wicks? So noobs look at the wick. We're not noobs. We have big brains on this channel. So we don't look at the wick. We look at the closure. And the closure there was above the 5 as well of key psychological. So there's a lot going for it at this point a few weeks ago on that one. That was very nice. Let's go to the daily. Okay. Looks like it's little long leg doji. You know what I feel about the long leg doji. Break above, break below, indecision becomes decision. That's the cool thing about it. Yeah, long leg doji. Let's go to the 4 hour. Well, we'll go 8 hour first. 8 hours looking strong. 2 hour 54 till the close. Signaling for further movement up. Cool. There's nothing here bearish right now. No trend line, I don't think. It's worthwhile using, so I wouldn't do that. Acting technically, because previous resistance became support, so you know that a closure breakout should be significant. Where did it stop? $5, $7, so it could go to 10. Could go to 10. How big is this coin? XTZ. Remember, I only really care about market caps on these things. Tezos. How big is it again? 5.235. So it has room. I think a lot of coins have room to grow into a 10 billion valuation, and then only the cream of the crop go past that. Except for Doji, that's not the cream of the crop. That's something else. That's that's something we do not speak about on this channel. The nasty Doji going through. Actually, we might have a look at it later. I'm not sure where it is at. I assume it fell a little bit. So look, it's got room to grow. It's going. It looks like it wants to kind of move towards that 10. That the breaks are strong. The movement is strong. There's nothing, I think, overly worrying about it at this point. And yeah, you're correctly analyzing it. So it's acting very technically. This beautiful resistance breakout that happened here. How much percentage would you be up from here? Beautiful. 53%. Nice. Great breakout there. Beautiful pickup. Excellent stuff. Good luck, Mark. It's Probot Super Chat $2. Hi, Tom and chat. Thank you so much. What happened to SYSX? And then he says, love you all. Well, thank you so much there, Probot. The chat. Whoa. Pumpy dumpy. That's what happened. How? Let me just have a look here. Let me check. Actually, chat, I need you guys to find out. Don't cheat. I'm looking at you. Don't cheat. What is the market capitalization size of this thing? How big? Sub 50 mil? 100 mil? 200 mil? Guess right now. Chuck it in. And I don't want you looking. No cheaters. If you get it right completely, I know you're cheated. Why do you dislike Doji, says John Leong? Mostly because when it does fall through, it's really brutal. It's really brutal. So, look, Doji will lose. When sentiment dies, Doji gets bashed the most. And I think that's what I'm really concerned about for some people. It's not so much. Look, I love the concept. I think it's hilarious. Don't worry about it. I remember the second crypto I ever heard about was actually Dogecoin. And I was like, I got to buy it. It's got a picture of a dog. That's actually what I thought. Now, I didn't do it. But, yeah, that would have been cool. It would have been cool if I held it. I just thought it was cool. I thought it was like just a transaction on Reddit. Made sense to me, Reddit. It's all good. But, yeah. So here comes the guess. 25 million. Sub 50, 200. All right, here we go. Oh my God, it's so small. This is now officially the smallest company I have ever had the misfortune of looking at on this chart. No, sorry, it's Probot. Look, 3.72 million, man. Market capitalization. Look at it. It's so small. And why does it move like this? Because this is a fully fledged pumpy dumpy. Nasty creature pumpy dumpy, taken full advantage. In Australia, this would get seized. So they would actually have to talk to the exchange and figure out what's going on. Now, I'm only guessing because I don't know anything about it. But if it's worth 3.73 million currently at this price, then it must have been worth really very small amounts of money. And I think that these are perfect kind of pumpy dumpy kind of candidates. Looks like it's the first time it's happened. Might be wrong. But that's puny. Mark honestly says nailed it. Let's have a look here. Let me see if the proof's there, Mark. 3 mil. Now, either you cheated or you did very well. So well done there, Mark. I guess you got the closest. Everyone else was 25, 50 mil. I would have been 50 mil, 25 mil as well. based on that kind of move. But 3 mil. Oh, man. Yeah, no, don't worry about this thing. Let's get away from it as fast as we can. Unfortunately, it's pumpy dumpy. Let's go over the market now. US 100. We are 20 minutes away from stock market open. Welcome to the 1,486 viewers that we've got here. Thanks so much, guys. If you enjoy the stream, remember to subscribe. Get in the public Discord community. Get in there. Someone said it's a gold miner. I don't particularly care what it is. It looks bad. I'll post in the room. If you're not in there yet, guys, might as well get in the public side. Post some memes. Have a bit of fun. We're getting the community up. I think it's almost 3,000, including the private members. So there's quite a lot of people now in the public. There's a bit of discussion going on there, which is good. And of course, then there's the private rooms where a lot of people are in there. If you want to join them, you can do so through our website. You can do so through becoming a member here. So look, US 100 has come through strongly for us. We're not getting rid of our lines, damn it. We're going to leave the lines here. 14.4 is our target for the Nasdaq. We've been sitting here for a long time, just watching this thing fly high. Yesterday's sneaky business doesn't deter us from the fact that we've got the aim and the goal. Now, what's going on here? It's looking good. It's looking good. All that funny business that wiped people out yesterday, it actually switched the PCCs round. So what happened, I think, and this is the thing that always annoys me about the market, but it's also funny, is that all of a sudden the put call ratio went way up. So a lot of puts suddenly got put on the market because everyone's like, it's crashing. It's crashing. Get puts in. It didn't hold down fast and long enough. I like to see the put call ratio staying under the 0.7 for a little while, getting a little bit lower, and then it hitting our trend line. And then, of course, we would be looking for the short. Now, at this point, I think there's lots of trapping going on in the markets. We're in earnings season. April's notoriously not a bearish month. Because it's not a bearish month, if we get, remember, beats and misses. The banks yesterday came in pretty good. So I don't think the banks were that bad on earnings. They looked all right. So if the banks did pretty good yesterday, and that's the beginning, then let's see tech. Let's see what happens with tech. Now, if tech performs well, which I suspect it will. Guys, do you think it's going to perform well? Is tech going to knock it out of the ballpark? I'd be very surprised whether Google don't make lots of money. Advertising revenue, I believe, is coming back massively. Consumer spending is around. Do you guys think tech is going to win? I think tech is going to do quite well. And actually, especially big ones, are actually going to make enough money to justify their insane prices. 13, well, at least partially justify it. 13,943. Today we expect strength. I don't think there's anything else that we could say about it. It's in the middle of nowhere land. If you were buying as a day trader, of course, yesterday or 2 days ago, we had that closure out of that trend line here. That signaled buying for the day towards 14. 14's a sell area for day traders, just psychological level. It comes back down, hovers around this level, and of course, people would be buying previous resistances as support. Now you're in the middle of nowhere land. I would hope it continues to find strength and hits the 14,000 today, which it should do throughout the day, you would think. And if it closes above 14 with a nice strong daily, then we can move towards the 14.1. Earnings next week is going to be phenomenal. I'm so excited for earnings season, guys, and doing it live here on the stream. It's going to be so much fun. It's actually probably our first live total every day of the week live streaming session into earnings that I've done with the community. So it's going to be cool. I'm looking for it. It's Probot says, gimme them tech gains. Verified News says, look at the 5-minute chart. What are we looking at? The 5-minute chart looks good. Nothing looks bad. A little bit of resistance breakout there. Not that it even found resistance. I think it looks fine. I mean, look, there's some trades that you could... I don't really like the 5-minute chart, actually. Like trading it, that is. But yeah, nothing wrong there. Let's go over to the US 500. US 500, 41.50. Everything remains the same. We've got our community trend line still floating around. We'll put that down. When you put the trend line on, you're better off using SPX. Just get it more exact. So you'll see the little sell-off occurred from the community trend line. I expect something similar to this way. So maybe a little bit more grinding higher as we find out more earnings. And if it does pull back because earnings suck, 20 moving average. Follow that one on the SPX or SPY codes. They're going to be the ones we want to be checking out. What say you on PLTR, says Jim Sum. Let's have a look at PLTR. PLTR. Up 1.9, back above 24. Yeah, look, 24 is... I think this 25.51 cannot be ignored. I know funny business all over this stock. It's not one that I hold because I don't like the valuation. I like some of those other crazy stocks, but I think 24 is still the key target. We closed above, which to me was bullish anyway. Everything else is just noise now. I would think bullishness is in play here on this stock. Let's have a look at the weekly just to really bring it home. So see how the weekly, we need the next two sessions to get above here so that we can close at a nice level. So 24.50, let's get about 24.60 plus close for the week, and I'll feel very good about PLTR. There's nothing bearish here still because you've bounced again. This is on the weekly. You've found 26. It's a nothing zone, so don't worry about that. And we scroll through the daily, we scroll through the 4 hour, and you think, look, the demonstration day was yesterday. Obviously, it didn't present the love that the market wanted, but we're back on support and it needs to bounce now. So hopefully it can get above 24.50 for a close today. And again, that will be very, very strong for this. It tends to come out of the gates very strong with the retail traders and then weaken throughout the day. So strength into strength shows me true momentum. Look at all these nasty days. Go back to the daily. Look how many red days this thing presents. It's like the most pumped stock by retail ever. Retail buys, dumps off. Retail buys, dumps off. Retail buys, dumps off. Every time it gaps up and then it fails throughout the day, especially over here. So let's get a green day out of it today. Back above 24, hopefully 24.50 plus. Very good. Algo Mad Matt says, what question mark? Yeah, yesterday there was a bit of algo trading going on in the markets. So algo trading is very common. Algorithms like robots, effectively they trade, and then when they start trading, they push something, all the other algorithms get triggered, and then they all pile into some particular positioning, whether it's long or short, buying or selling, and that's kind of what's happening here. Coin purse is dropping 4.99%. Let's think about this logically. What are we going to see on this chart? So we actually have no TA to do, because what can you do when you have that much data? We have to think about it from market capitalization. So what do we know? We know that 250 will be a level that people love, because that was the level that was meant to come in at. We know that this price is mad random. So we'll go with just the basics of human psychology. We'll go with just around 300, just around 350, those 340, 499, and then just around 400-ish. Now, why are we going to go that? Basic human psychology. All these levels markets generally gravitate to when they have absolutely no information about what's been going on. Market cap up here, I think, is about 100 bill. So if we get 100 bill up around this range or somewhere in this range, that's going to be kind of the ceiling that a lot of people have on it. Therefore, 400 could still be a resistance point for now, unless Bitcoin goes nuts. So 350 could be a resistance here for it today. I expect it to kind of possibly do something like this. And then if it hits 300, what do you guys think? A little bit of buying pressure to come off that. Obviously 250, I think many people will be buying it at this price if it was to occur. So it's going to be one where I set alerts, I come back in, I have a look at how the price trades, and I would have to be on a very small time frame, like a 5 minute, and I'd be looking for this. There. So I'd be looking for little signs that it's finding support there, like little lightning bolts on smaller time frames, and then you could trade it in, because there is going to be volatility as it reprices initially, And then after that, it's just going to stagnate for some time and trade more off BTC and Ethereum. Kevin N says all cap equals removed. Darth Sidious says minute charts. Yeah, that might be where you have to go. You might have to go all the way down to the 1, but I think 5 minute would be sufficient. 5 minute chart. Q says, Tom, I called it out yesterday. RR.L was a safe bet. Well, who's smug now? $3 in the green on a $700 trade. Well done, Q. Good work. Well done. Dave Axe Thailand, Tom. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Darth, but yes, maybe something happened. Not sure. David, let's go back over the donations here. David Taylor, super chat $2. Tom, you big legend. Thank you so much. Any thoughts on PSFE? Bless you. Oh, thank you very much there, Dave. PaySafe. PaySafe. A stock that has been sitting for a while, hasn't it? After getting crushed. All right. Yeah, still continues to get crushed here. Do we have a signal to go long yet? All right. Good news, this support was found as support again. Bad news, it went to the level I think we talked about the other day. So, yeah, look at this. The nasty 20 moving average is acting as resistance. You've got previous kind of little bit of support here through the 14, which I think was where we were looking last week. 1281 is support. 20 moving average is resistance. If it sells back off down to here, you need a bounce here, but don't just go, oh, I think it's a great level, 1281. This is catching a falling knife. Guys, we need knives in the chat. Get the knives out in the chat right now because that's what this PaySafe is doing. It's a falling nasty knife. The way I would be looking at it is comes down, let's say, breaks back up, breaks through the 20 moving average. That is going to be strong in itself and gets above this level. So I want it above $14. When it gets above $14, I expect it to go into this trend line. And if it breaks that trend line, that's going to be a signal that it's back on and looking really good. So depending on how you want to own it, they're the types of ways I would look at it. But if it gets below 1281, oh my goodness, no, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. All the way back down to the tenner. All the way back down to the 10 or the 1080, that kind of area. PaySafe must hold at all costs the 1290 area, $13 area. Look at the 20. Look at the way it holds and be key laser focused on the price action there. We have 7 minutes till the market opens. Let's quickly do these last super chats that are coming in here. MD4 Vid. Super chat Canadian $2. Thoughts on BNXA on the TNX? BNXA on the TSX. Okay. Financial conglomerates. 226 million. So pretty small. Not a great chart. Fairly new data. Obviously, return has been very good so far. 2 hour on support, but it broke below that point. I don't know if I like it. I would prefer that it was the first touch to this zone. See how it's like resistance, 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 support, bought up. Should have made a new high. Because it came down again, I'm thinking it goes down here, man. I'm thinking it goes all the way back down here. That closure yesterday makes me very unhappy. Daily 20 held it up. That's the only bullish thing you've got left. If it has another bad day, unfortunately, back down to here where it meets the 50. That's my thoughts. Not the best looking chart. Hope the 20 holds for you and good luck on this one. We've got falling knives coming all the way through the chats. Very good. Very good, because that's what that was. Tom Siricasano, $5. Tom, you look like Matt Wright, croc handler. Rumors out Tesla 2-for-1 split. Thoughts on Tesla? Oh, 2-for-1 split. You guys know that Tesla traders love that. I think splits are becoming a lot less popular or a lot less needed since we got fractional shares, but it always does help for retail investors to be able to afford it. Why not just do a 7-to-1 split? A 7-to-1 split would be sweet because you go back like Apple did, getting back in the $100 zone, getting back in the $100 zone. That's what you want to do. So I would prefer that Tesla gets back down to the 100 or 200 if they're going to do a split. Halving, it's not that interesting. Why bother? If you're going to do it, just go all the way. Go all the way. It's strong because of the amount of retail participation. We looked at it the other day. It was some crazy percentage. What was it, like 40+% was retail or something? A huge portion of retail investment in Tesla. So splits are positive. We've seen how it traded last time into the split. We saw how Apple traded into the split. Both were positive. Buy the rumor, sell the fact. That's the way it works there, Tom. And yeah, I feel that way about it. Other thoughts on Tesla? 740. 740 is over here. Previous little bit of resistance. So I'd like it to hold 740 today and start to put pressure back on the 781. If it breaks under 740 through the session on a significant time frame, unfortunately, it could go back to 720 where it should be met by buying pressure. We're 4 minutes off the market open here, guys. Oh, almost died. Quick recap. US 500, 0.42%, 41.48. Not bad. US 100 putting on some gains here. 13,939. And the standout of the day, the Delish Russell 2000. We've been starting to focus in. We've laser-eyed this one. We're all over it. Verified News is all over it as well. And it is the better performer because people have forgotten about it in recent weeks. Whenever someone forgets, you need to be there. We'll quickly look at the dollar index because that's always an interesting one. Dollar index finding a little bit of buying pressure. Dollar index could come up to 92 where I think it'll meet resistance support selling. And if it gets down to this level, this should be where more buying pressure comes in, around 91.40. If it keeps going down, expect gold to get through the big zone, which is, of course, always going to be the same, 1760. And it looks to be trying to do that today. So 1751. Someone mentioned before, Tom, do you think gold's going to get through 1760? I'm starting to think so, guys, because it's coiling between the moving averages. It's doing what I like. I think a little bit of resistance here, sell off, and then if gets through, boom, off the screen like that. See? There we go. Gold becomes suddenly the interesting one that people are looking at. Let's move over now to the pre-market. We've got 2 minutes to go here. What is the best stock of the day? It's, of course, Coin, 5.74% up. People still getting hyped, going towards the 350 for the open. Probably find some selling pressure at 350. Let's see what Hyatt finds out. What else do we have here? We've got Teladoc Health running into possibly earnings. It's done that in the past. It's a buy the rumor, sell the fact kind of concept. Trade Desk, Nvidia, Zebra Tech, I don't even know what that is, Square, Ferrari, blah, 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 Twilio. Bad side here. All the crazy stonks, they're all moving. AMC is up. Tilray is up. Sundial is up. GME, unfortunately, slightly down, but had a decent day yesterday. Okay, let's get into the four. Guys, quickly, give me your power. Which charts do you want to see? We've only got 1 minute to go. So we'll load up the NAS. We'll load up Tesla because you guys always want to see that one. We'll bring on Coin, I think, would be a good one to load for the entrance here. We'll go 5 minutes on Coin. And we are very close to the open. And bottom left, I know what you guys usually like. So you like AAPL. Let's check Apple down there. Probably want Palantir, but whatever. So we've got it already. Here we go, guys. Market open Thursday morning. I'm pretty hyped for watching Coin through the session. I'm going to be very interested in Tesla and everything else. I've got the bell. I stole the bell. Where is it? Wall Street opening bell. I'm going to play it right now. Congratulations on making it to Thursday market open. Look at that Apple coming out of the gates there. Thank you, Nasdaq bell, for getting us started. Coin comes up, hits the 349.50, almost immediately starts selling. Look at that, 340 already on the strike. Will it go to 300 today? Find buying pressure around there. We've trapped it between the 50s. That's where we're at. US 100 NAS comes in slightly soft. It looks like IWM came in soft as well. The Russell 0.66 up rather than 1. So they actually dropped quite considerably there. Just went bang straight back down. It makes US 100 now the best for the day. Apple is definitely looks like it's leading the charge here in terms of big caps. I mean, this pushes the NAS a lot. It's like 11% of the NAS. 1.67%. Go Apple. Do it. Get it up. We need the hype. That's what people are saying. All right, we'll get the hype. Here you go, guys. Oh my God. You need the hype. There you go. You've got it for the session, even though it's already open. You can get hype for the rest of it. Don't worry. Thank you for the 1,412 viewers that are joining us this morning. Woo. Damn. I don't know what's going on right now. Amazon's leading. Cool. Big Fang. I'm being criticized on my bell. Sebastian Roth says always half a minute late. Yeah, I think YouTube is a 45-second delay, unfortunately. Let's move back over to these screens. So I've been told US 500, take a look, 4153. Yes, the S&P 500 is up 0.54. Let's have a look at the weird stocks. We've got GME down 3.32. That 173 was too much for it for now. We've got AMC 982. 10 will be a problem for it, as we know. Tilray actually is up, which is kind of cool. Then we've got Net up, Cloudflare 1.94, TDOC up 1.8, Square up 1.8, Airbnb 0.2%, but it is on support, so Airbnb is an interesting one. And Apple 1.66. Let's scroll through here, find out what's going on. Percentage changes. AMC 4.38, Tilray. We saw those. Big reds are Zomedia, GameStop, Ocugen. And the big caps. All right. Oh, Nvidia 3.5%. It's a beast. It's outpacing Coinbase almost. Trade Desk 2.93, Shopify 2.46, United Health, Square, CrowdStrike, DocuSign. All of the great favorites and flavors are up there. Look at them go. Very cool. What's bad? Airbnb. No, Airbnb. Why you do this to me? You little crappy 0.32. Moderna, Expedia Group. So anything that's basically got to do with travel because of that stuff with the vaccine is not doing so well. But don't worry. We have a plan for it. We have a plan. What do you guys think about this? 13,973 on the NAS. Looks like it's pushing towards the 14,000. We were correct on coin. Found just before that 350 sells off. And now I think it's bad and it's looking towards the downside. So this is complete random psychologically guessing the levels. But yeah, what can we do? We've got no information. People are going crazy about gold. 1755 is good for gold. We'll bring it over. Tesla trading around the 740, which is fine. Gold, look at it go. 1754. Yes, strong move there. Strong move there. Nice little lightning bolt on this time frame, which is a 4 hour. So we've got trough, peak, higher trough, higher peak about to confirm in 25 minutes. Could that be the catalyst for the double bottom in gold? Someone, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share it, but someone in the private community, it was so epic. I hope I can share it. Hope they don't yell at me. I guess they shared it publicly, so it'll be all right. They bought so much silver, guys. They bought so much silver. They said it yesterday. They basically, I'll shout him out. I don't know if I'll show. Maybe tomorrow I'll show it to you guys after I ask him. Johnny S. You in the room, man, Johnny. Sold 2 BTC and just bought bars. So many bars. And then he just has them on his trade desk. I kind of think that's kind of boss. I wish you still had some BTC as well. But why not just have a whole bunch of random metal hanging around you? Will coin go up? I think it came into a lot of hype, so it depends how many people are trapped yesterday on it. A little bit of volume coming through here, so you know there's a decent amount of buying and selling. Look, whatever, I don't feel like the valuation makes any sense, but since when does that matter? It's just really about getting a little bit more knowledge here. You can share it, Tom. Very cool. All right, let's share it, man. And second. Look at this, boss. Look at it all. Very cool. I like this. I'm going to critique you on a few things here. Number one, it's a good calculator, man. That's a very cool calculator. I like the calculator. It looks like you're doing some good work there. And I also like the fact that you're just like, I can't even trade. It's just all the silver just sits in front of me. So, very cool. You got your little trade screen up here on an arm. Not bad setup. Very nice. It's good setup to have the three. I actually recommend 3 screens for trading. Get your main analysis, usually your screener, and then my stream just here. So this is where, what is this? This is the wrong thing, dude. No. You can't have Bloomberg on. You got to have the stream on. But what do you guys think? Do you reckon this is pretty cool? Send them in. Send them in your rigs. Show me your screens. I'll chuck it in there. You can brag. I always think it's funny to look at different people's trading setups. I'll send mine in. I'll show you it sometime. Yeah, this is cool. Very nice. Nice blocks. Nice everything else going on. So PLTR here comes at a 1.18 down. Unfortunately, that stock is not doing so well. Coin 340, 350 will still be the line. Apple doing well. Gold going bonkers. 1753. Gosh Dongle says ultra boss. Dave says that's some sweet bars, bruv. How old is the calculator? The older the better. Do I have you know what? I'm a disgrace. I don't have a calculator here on my desk. I don't even know. I got some random crap on my desk right now. Some random stuff. I got like a seriously hideous phone on here too. Well, maybe we'll show it to you one day. Bars of gold or bricks of... Oh, whoa. Probably can't say that, Darth. Do you have a calculator on your desk? I usually do, but I don't know where it is. Technically, I have my phone, but this is a crap calculator. I hate my phone as a calculator. So you should have a calc on your desk. Yes. Where is that picture? What is the address? Asking for a friend. I know, Snoop Doge. With your name, you're dangerous. You'll be stealing all the silver and then Snoop Doging it. Okay, let's have a look here. We got another donation from Stefan Figura. Super chatted $1.99. AGNC. What's your take? We'll have a look at it in just a few moments. So look, coin is going to be boring for the start of the session. It looks like the hype's out of it now. Wait for it to settle. Wait for it to find some of the technical zones, and then hopefully we can see some more technicals. We haven't left it yet. We're not done with coin, but we need more information. We just have nothing right now. I want to see how it interacts with the 350 today. Very important. We need to understand the psychology of the beast, and then we can get involved in the beast. Maybe not for the long term, just the short term psychology of the beast. Gold is moving. Tesla is up 0.64%, 736.87. So I want it above 740 for the close. No more Tesla under 740, please. All right, let's do the other one. BTC coming in actually 63K. Not bad. Not bad. All right, scroll over here. AGNC. Get a Casio. Yeah, some of those calculators, they're like collectibles, some of them. There's people that collect calculators. They're expensive on eBay. I've seen them there. This is actually pretty cool. So I think we already did this one, didn't we? Didn't we do this for you? And we had like a little channel and we're talking about the fact... Well, hit it, man. I think we've done this for you. Look, daily 20, you guys know. It's been holding this. It's got this crazy good channel on the way up. It's been stuck in the middle of the channel. But the great thing is, if you're mostly looking at the buy side, you buy it. No profit yet. Oh, it hit the top end. Sell it off. Comes down. Look for the opportunity. Continues up. So yeah, look, the channel's still fully intact here. That's the way I'd be looking at this one. AGNC, nothing has changed. Go down the smaller time frames. Get the channel better. My one looks like crap, but you know what I'm getting at. Draw it through these points. You see it respected it again. 20 moving average on the 4 hour. That's the way I'm looking at this pair. Very cool. Deborah Smith says, I recognize that calculator. Yes. No calculator. What sort of boomer are you, says Anthony. I got the TI-83, man. The TI-83. Truly Messiah. Tom is pretending to be a boomer. That's so I can get out of doing any tech stuff. All right, guys. Well, looks like we're open. Things for today to watch out for. We've got IWM is still a bit of a sleeper. Let's see how that trades through the session. 224 with the 223 close yesterday. US 100, it looks like it's all about the FANG. All about the FANG repricing into their earnings. People are getting hyped. The anticipation is real. Remember, earnings for big tech is coming. And when we start to get little tech and big tech reporting, what happens? It starts packing into price. So next week is going to be such an important one. I am so looking forward to it. We're going to be maybe even doing some prep on tomorrow's session for next week because I am looking forward. I don't want to look backwards no more. I'm going to continue looking for April to be the stellar month that it is. Dollar index will be something I'm definitely paying attention to tomorrow. But yeah, look, NAS, it's already coming up here to the 14,000. I think it's going to obliterate it, but let's see if it finds resistance there. The session is already almost over from that perspective trade. US 500 coming into a new high. Watch the trend line. This is actually almost like a little channel up. Little channel up. Maybe we can draw some madness here. This is completely made up madness. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it finds here. I wouldn't use this, but we'll watch it. We'll watch it. And the rest, gold, probably something that is worthwhile checking out for the session. Even though it's been boring, it's about to get heated up. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much for the new members of the community. Remember, if you have a sweet rig that you're trading with, why not chuck it in the... I'll set up a new room in the Discord after this. Get into the Discord. Get into the community. Start sharing your charts. Start sharing stuff. It does make a difference to your trading. Here are the links again. I'm spamming it out of control. There you go. We'll see you in there, or we'll see you tomorrow live here on YouTube, 1.5 hours before market open. Good luck for the session, guys. Let me just quickly scroll down here. Oh, I love today, guys. It's a good one. Bye for now. I don't eat milk arrowroots, Michael. No. Milk arrowroots literally are for very old people.